can't be done. This is a queen excluder. The slots in it are of such size that the bees can fit through, but the queen can't. So if the queen is laying in here and the queen excluder goes on, and you put frames in here to put honey in, she can't get up there and lay eggs in them. Some queens will go through the entire box and put eggs in every cell they can find. I have one right now that's doing that. She's just a prolific layer. If there's an open hole and she has enough bees to support her, she'll fill every hole with eggs. So you don't really want to have brood in your honey. So to be able to put that queen excluder on there and keep her down. There's other reasons to do that. Keep the queen down in the spot so that you can find her easier when you're doing inspections. Sometimes when you're getting ready to graft, you like to push her down in the bottom and keep her there so you know how old those eggs are, and put the nurse bees up above so you know where the nurse bees are. I'll jump back to the foundation. This is a waxed foundation that comes pre-dimpled, and you can put it in whole and cover a whole sheet to a frame, and it helps them, give them a place to draw it out to get the right size cells. This one has wire in it. It helps it stand a little straighter in the frame. I prefer the starter strip. I've seen them draw that out a lot faster, and at this point in my beekeeping career, I need them to draw frames pretty fast because I don't have a lot of them. Now with the starter strip, a lot of times they'll draw the wrong size comb. They'll draw for some drone brood, which are the males, which are larger. But I'll just turn some of those into honey frames for this year, and once the brood is hatched out, and we'll go on from there. So, but each of your frames needs to have something in it to help them get started in the right direction. This is a nuke, which is short for nucleus colony. It's a smaller box. These hold 10 frames. There are also boxes that hold 8. 10 is more of a standard. These boxes hold 5, though they also can hold 4 or 3. I have some I've built that have 4. 2 4 frames will fit under 1 10 frame. And if you watch my videos, I think I've shown one of those that I have in my yard here. So bees like to be confined to a point. They don't want to get too crowded. That's when they'll swarm. But if they have too much space to try to defend, they're also very nervous and don't grow as fast as they could. So when you've got a young colony, you'll start them out in a smaller box, and as they grow, you end up putting them in a larger box and then adding boxes to them. And also, a nuke is what would sell. If you buy a nuke from someone, comes in this cardboard box. Can come in this cardboard box. It's waxed cardboard, and it's set up to take 5 frames. And so you would expect to get 3 frames of brood, 2 frames of food, bees, and a laying queen. And then a plug is put in this end. Lid goes on. If you're smart, to put a piece of tape around that. And there you go, you take that home. When you get that home, you pull them out and put them in a 10 frame with extra empty frames so that they can continue to grow. And that gives them that extra space. If you left them, there should be enough in this box. If you left them, they would swarm fairly quickly because they're too crowded, and that's just what bees do. So that's a quick rundown of most of the equipment that I have. There are other pieces of equipment like pollen traps that go on when they're bringing in a lot of pollen, and you can actually collect some of the pollen they bring in, which can sell. There are propolis traps, which you collect propolis, which is what the bees take from the trees. They get sap from the trees, use it to help seal their hive up any holes or cracks. It also has antibacterial properties. So anyway, that's a list of some equipment. I know I missed a lot of stuff. That's basically what I have here, and it'll get us a start. If it brings up questions, which I hope it does, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to get some of those answered. And if you like the videos and want to keep up on them, subscribe and hit the little bell notification. That'll make sure that it lets you know when one comes out, and hit the like button. Thanks, guys.